Wave got another one.
Yes, sir. What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy BDammone in the house, and we are back at Level Up Productions. This is Along the Wire, episode 121. Thank you for viewing this on YouTube. Please make sure you subscribe, share, and like and comment. You know, we definitely want to get interactive with you. Like I said, this is episode 121 of Along the Wire, and this is Champ Talk. And I will tell you why it's Champ Talk in just a little bit. So, first off, I know we haven't been around in a minute because of COVID and traveling, and the state is open now, and it's been a while, and there's been a lot. There's been a snowstorm, of all things in Texas. Imagine that. So, so we are back in the studio. And we've got some great news for you. I have got some offers to announce, let you know what Along the Wire is going to be doing, where we're going to be at, and let you know exactly what's going down in the city of San Antonio as it comes to 7-on-7. And we've also got the new rankings, the second rankings of the 7-on-7 squads. But first, we are going to jump into the offers. It's all about getting these kids that education, that talent gets the education, and it gets the offers. So let's jump into what has been going down in the city since we were last on air. I'm gonna say it's been San Offertonio, just making that up. We have seen the recruitment of Richard Torres, quarterback at Southside High School, take off. He's been getting a lot more coverage nationally. At the last 7-on-7 tournament, I was approached many times, asked about him. You know, when's he gonna be here? What's he look like? And anything that I could possibly know on him. But let's go over some of the offers that he's received since our last show. UTSA firstly offered. Then there was Nebraska. And then after that, the floodgates opened up. You got Utah now, Washington State, Tulsa, Kansas State, San Diego State, and UNLV right now at this time for those offers. So congratulations to Richard on that, and to Southside High School. There's a lot of eyes on that school right now. And, hopefully that there's more to come for that community and for the community of San Antonio, period. It was always something underlying in that for Richard Torres that, this time was going to come. And I love seeing it for him, and I love seeing it for the school. And now he's got options to go and get that education at many places across different parts of the country. So congratulations again, Richard Torres. We also had Silas Gomez, quarterback at Central Catholic, receive an offer from Army. Army wasn't done. They also offered Esteban Gilry out at Cornerstone. Another kid whose recruitment is taken off somewhat is Navon Cooper, athlete from Madison High School. I definitely felt like once some schools gotta look at him, and they realize what type of weapon he could be. Colorado State's offered him. Navy and Lee University have offered him at this point right now. Once again, another name that you might already know, Traylon Payne, has received multiple offers since our last show, and he's received offers from Navy, Army, Coastal Carolina, Texas State, Tulane, just to name some of those. An SEC school was down here in San Antonio, Texas, and they offered Darian Murphy, running back at Floresville, and that school is Vanderbilt. So congratulations on your SEC offer, Darian. Hopefully there's more to come from that. Leonard Adams, defensive back from Stevens High School, received an offer from Nevada. Ben Rios has received several offers. Believe the latest one is UTSA. So I think he's almost in the double digits or close to the double digits in offers right now. Offensive lineman from Central Catholic, Ben Rios. Congratulations. Who else we got on here? I don't want to miss anybody, but as of right now, those are the offers that I'm reporting at this time. Congratulations to all those names that I've mentioned. Everybody who's around them, keep on grinding. I saw a very important tweet put out by Coach O, and it was to the point of, when you see people around you getting offers, don't count theirs and think that yours is coming up next. I guess that's a form of pocket watching, so but everybody who you see getting it around you, just let that be motivation for you. But don't just assume that because someone next to you is getting the offer that you're going to get it. You still have got to put in that work and do it. And grind with those people. It really is it can be understated that when you had a 5-star in the city like Jalen Jones, he was at multiple workouts. He was always out doing it. And, for the sake of the argument, he really didn't have to be. But he was constantly grinding. And I love the attitude that I can see from the kids here in the city of San Antonio who were just willing to work, man. And that gets contagious. It gets contagious. There's new ways to train. There's different ways to do things, and I love the fact that the kids talk to each other here in the city. So that's always going to be good, and it's good to see them uplifting. You have your moments here and there where it gets competitive and you get a little bit off track, but at the end of the day, everybody's working together here in the city, and that's a beautiful thing. So congrats to these kids who are getting the offers right now, and to the ones that will have them coming their way shortly. And I can't wait to report them and see exactly the options that these kids end up getting. So that is it for that segment, and we will be right back with some 7-on-7 Endzone talk. Thank you very much. Hey, what it do? It's your boy BDammone, and we are back. We are going to get into what went down in the Woodlands. Endzone 7-on-7 football was put on by NFA, and it was a hell of an event. There were 40, I'm going to report on the 18U teams. There were 40 18 and under squads, 5 of which were from San Antonio. So San Antonio was well represented, and they definitely made their presence felt out there during the tournament. You had Elite House there. You had DEF CON Texas there. You had SA Zoom there. You had Texas Smoke there. And you had F7 out there. And just to give you how close, this was so close to there were 16 teams left, and 3 of them were from San Antonio. It was so close to being 2 of the 4 squads in the semifinals being from San Antonio. And when I tell you it was close, I mean it was like just razor thin from being a half San Antonio versus, I believe it was Houston and another squad, but it was almost a all Texas bracket. But it was incredible, exciting, and I got to give it up to Clay Mack and Coach Gordon. It was an improvement from last year, and that doesn't mean that last year was awful. It wasn't by any means, but it was incredible because I had never been a part of a 7-on-7 tournament, and the ones that I have been to that move so efficiently. Only 2 games were not on time. Like in the entire 40-team tournament, there was only 2 games, and one was a championship to give both squads a little bit of rest because they just got through playing back-to-back games. Actually, I think Elite House had played 3 back-to-back games, and so they were given a break. And then one was due to an injury, unfortunately. So, given that, everything would have been on time. So congrats to Clay Mack and Coach Gordon for putting on an awesome event. It was good to have people who were keeping the scores there on the field, and then people who were designated having the times, and there wasn't much confusion on what the scores were. As long as you were keeping up with the scorekeeper, then you knew exactly what it was, and you knew exactly where the scorekeeper was. It was some incredible competition. There were squads there. There was multiple squads there with five-star talents and some under the radar talent, and just some overall really good solid teams there. It was fun. It was great competition, and San Antonio really put on in this tournament. Just going over some of the highlights. There were some last second catches made by DEFCON and Elite House to win the game by like 1 point, and like you just feel the energy just surging through the entire complex. There was a moment when Aiden Anesta was tested versus Team Buzz, and they threw at him like consecutive times, and just Aiden wasn't having it. And the guy who was going up against Aiden was like 6'6", and he may have caught like one pass out of all the attempts that they were throwing at him, and you had people coming over from other fields. So when you're at a 7-on-7 tournament and you feel this energy and people start flowing to a certain field, it's just one of the best things. It was awesome. Like I put out there on Twitter, it was one of the best sequence of plays because you have a player getting tested or trying to get picked on, and it's just not happening, and it's not gonna happen. And then they go from having a big guy against Aiden to putting a small guy on him, and then the second they test him with the small guy, he just hops in front of the pass and picks it off. And it was just like, you kind of just throw your hands up if you're the other team as a coach, because you're trying to pick on a kid who you obviously don't know is the technician, and it's just not going to happen. And then they try to go the other way, and then you have Turner from Brennan get an interception when you try to go away. So it's like, okay, so they got all of my guys on lockdown. So that was an incredible sequence of plays to see from F7. And that was a hell of a game, and they ended up beating True Buzz in that one. And that was on the second day. That was on Sunday. That was one of the early games, and it was really fun. Elite House is a squad that is to be reckoned with, because they are not only one of the top teams in this state, I say the state, in the city, but they are one of the top teams in the nation. And I want to say congratulations to Elite House. They won this tournament out of 40 teams, and they took out multiple squads with 5-star talent. With their defensive scheme, Jeremiah and AJ made some incredible plays and catches. Brandon Armelin with the last second touchdown grab was just crazy. Like, they had ups and downs, close games, blowouts. They beat All In. They beat KB3. And if you don't know these squads, these are some of the best squads that you can assemble anywhere in the country. And Elite House beat them. That championship game was something else. It was close. It was 2-2. It ended up being 17-10. Elite House won, and it was a close, good game. But as you'll see, because that's why this episode is called Champ Talk. We have an interview with Elite House coming up shortly, and the energy that Elite House brought into that game is very true. They were focused and on point and ready compared to the other squad. Not saying that the other squad wasn't ready, because they earned their spot too, but just the energy was different. You can be focused in there, but if your energy isn't on the same level, then one squad's gonna look flat and the other one looks like they know exactly what they're doing. So once again, congratulations to all the coaches over at Elite House. Man, their system of plays that they run, and their quarterback Diego knows exactly how it is to be ran, and knows what plays to run against different looks, and him and Coach Trey have a really good relationship as to knowing what to run against what, and exactly how to do it. And that defense is just shut down. They had Alan Catacheo sealed it in the semifinal game against All In, when they tried to throw a Hail Mary to win it. Allen came down with it. So they had their defense on lock. They've got a really, really killer defense, and they're able to line up man on man if they want to. They have the length at pretty much every position in the secondary. I can't think of a really glaring weakness in their defense. So once again, shout out to Carl and shout out to that defense. Let me go over one more thing. Excuse me. So, more Elite House talk. Elite House went 8-1 in that tournament. Their only loss was to the Sooner 7 on day one, and I think that I don't want to give too much up, so make sure y'all watch the interview at the end. It was a very, very good interview, and I want to make sure that y'all are able to dig into that. So Endzone 7-on-7 was a success, and now one of the nation's best teams is here in San Antonio, and that is Elite House. And we are actually going to be talking about some rankings coming up next, so I want to leave out on that note, and we will be right back to talk about city rankings and what is up next for Along the Wire. Hey, what it do? It's your boy BDammone, and we are back. This is our segment on 7-on-7 San Antonio, Texas rankings. This is our second set of rankings. And I put this together doing as much research as possible, talking to all the coaches. I want to shout out Coach Kaufman, Coach Miller, Coach Strotter, Coach Trey, Coach Gomez, for being in contact with me. And I'll check the Zorts, I'll check the Tourney app, the tournament Tourney app. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you're following the scores on 7-on-7, and putting things together, putting all these records together, and trying to formulate a way so you can see what the teams are doing here in San Antonio, Texas. So let's go 1 through 10. Number 1, as you know, the semifinalist and the champion from Endzone 7-on-7 Woodlands regional champ Elite House is 25-1 on the season. They are one of the best teams in the nation when it comes to this 7-on-7 football. I've got a little bit of notes of where you'll be able to catch some of these squads at on their next tournament as well, from the communications that I had with their coaches. So Elite House is number 1 at 25-1, and you will be able to catch them again at Championship 7-on-7 in Dallas April 17th. Okay. Number 2, we've got F7 football at 12-6, and they are currently active. They play at 12 noon today in Dallas at Pylon, Dallas. And if you remember, their coach Calvin is the former coach of, or had the dream team that won Pylon Dallas last year. So, man, if they could keep that rolling, awesome. We got DEFCON Black at number 3 at 12-8 on the season. Really good squad. They've got a lot of good players. Just got to put some stuff together. They were one of those squads that was close. They were one of those final 16 squads there at the Endzone 7-on-7 tournament in the Woodlands. Number 4, we've got Prime Time. I know that they're looking at getting more active. They are 4-7-1 at this current time. Texas Smoke, they were also out there. Very impressive games that they were in, and very close games that they were in out there at the Endzone 7-on-7 in the Woodlands. They are 4-9 right now, ranked number 5 in the city. And you'll be able to catch them at New Orleans Pylon in New Orleans, of course, on April 10th. April 10th and 11th, you'll be able to catch them down in New Orleans. Number 6, San Antonio Ducks at 4-11 on the year. You can catch them at Championship 7-on-7. Yes, the same one that Elite House will be at. And that is April 17th. Fourth Quarter Pressure comes in at number 7 at 3-6 on the season. And you can catch them as well at Championship 7-on-7 in Dallas. So San Antonio is going to have a nice presence up there in D-Town, April 17th. And to finish out the top 10, we got DEFCON Purple. That was a split squad that they ran at the Championship 7-on-7 here at the Battle of the Alamo. That's 2-5. You got 2-0 affiliated at 2-6. And you got SA Zoom at 10 at 2-8. So that is your city top 10. Let's run it down. Elite House, number 1, 2 F7, 3 DEFCON Black, 4 Prime Time, 5 Texas Smoke, 6 SA Ducks, 7 Fourth Quarter Pressure, 8 DEFCON Purple, 9 2-10 affiliated, 10 SA Zoom. One thing it is very important to note is when you're going out here and you're seeing these squads, yes, these records are whatever their records are, but talking to the coaches, you got to love the angles that they're coming at in the presentation of their 7-on-7. For the most part of the coaches that I've been able to get in contact with, they're all very sure and keen on making sure that the development of the player in the 7-on-7 is going to send them back to their high school squad a better player. And I think that that's very important to be said, because I think that it gets misunderstood. Player 7 playing in 7-on-7, and you know what's the end game of a player doing it, and it's to be competitive, and it's to get better. There is no point in a player playing 7-on-7 if you're not trying to get back to your high school squad and be a better player for going up against competition, when most of the times in people like my age's life, when we didn't have that opportunity to do that. You know, if we weren't out there playing pickup football games or playing other sports during this time, now y'all are able to hone your craft even better against kids all across the country in a constructive element and environment to get better and hone those skills. And I love hearing that from the coaches, talking about, yes, you know, the records are what they are. Good. All right. The records are what they are, but the development of the players is what's paramount. And them getting that competition against incredible talent and other teams boost their confidence, and they take that back, and it rubs off on their teammates when they get back to their school. So I don't ever want that to be lost. That that is something that I'm hearing from these coaches and hearing from the players, that we're doing this in 7-on-7, but it is for the betterment of them going back to their high schools. So I like hearing that overall. I like hearing that. So that is the top 10. But now let me get into quickly where you can catch myself and Along the Wire in the near future. Excuse me. This weekend, I will be in Houston, Texas for Elite 11, March 27th, 28th. I will be covering the San Antonio quarterbacks who have gotten invites. I believe it's Britton Moore, Silas Gomez, and Richard Torres who have invites. So I gotta go where San Antonio is and make sure y'all are caught up to date on that. So Elite 11 is where I will be there, and then the very following week I will be in. It's not the following week. 2 weeks later, April 10th and 11th, I will be in Dallas for the Rivals Combine and Camp. I can't be more happy to be at an event like that, because one time I attempted to get into a Rivals camp, and I was with the competing with the competing company, and I was rejected at the door. So I'm happy to be able to get through those doors now and cover some of the San Antonio kids and just kids in general, and be looking for those gems and those players who are on the come up if they're 22, 23, 24s. Definitely looking forward to doing that, and so that's where I will be, and then I could possibly be back up at championship that very following week, and then depending on April 17th for the tournaments that I was saying that the 7-on-7 squads are going to be at, and then after that, the weekend of the 27th and 28th, possibly back up in Dallas, depending on how the Elite 11 turns out for the Houston Elite 11 for the San Antonio quarterbacks. So if they get to the Dallas one, then I will be up there again. So possibly 3 weeks in April in Dallas. Man, that's going to be good. So, also real quick, I wanted to say I just got this camera and a new computer, so I am going to get your pictures to you. I'm converting the files and picking certain ones out and doing all this editing, so I know I'm a little bit behind on getting players their shots, but I'm making profiles and doing a whole bunch of things at one time, and I will promise you I will get them to you. If I took a picture of your squad, I'll send them to the coaches. They can send them to the players, or if the players who have hit me up, I will get your shots to you ASAP. I haven't forgot. I'm working on it. I just got a bunch of new equipment and trying to learn how to do more hands-on stuff. So that's what that is. I want to shout out to my boy Thin Line Works, who is always on his grind. Make sure you hit him up and get your photos from him. And shout out to Out the 210. He's put together some incredible footage. He's following F7. He's out there with them right now, and it's been awesome. He's put together solo player films and overall squad and some behind the scenes stuff. So whatever he puts out it's been fire. It's been good. So shout out and respect to Out the 210, Thin Line Works, and we're out here trying to grind for the San Antonio athlete, and we're doing everything that we can. So let's get you, to this incredible interview that I was able to get on with Coach Gomez and Elite House, and we will be back after this. Thank you. So it's BDammone. We got Gomez. We have got Coach.
That's what they call
Carl Whitley. We have got Coach Trey Johnson in here. We got Javon, Joseph, Allen, and Isaac from Elite House. All champions after taking that trophy from the Woodlands down in Houston, Texas. And so let's do this one more time. Everybody feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, a couple of quick questions for the coaches. How did y'all feel about how the event was run, put on by Clay Mack, Endzone, and NFA, FA, and Coach Gordon? How did y'all feel about the overall feel of the tournament?
Well, I feel like it was ran smooth, and I feel like it was more of a recruitment tournament than just a 7-on-7 tournament. Just like a lot of the horseplay and stuff like that. I felt it was more serious. So, and they had good hospitality. We got a lot of Gatorades. They gave us a lot of footballs. So, I think it was ran smooth.
Okay, Coach Trey, anything that you liked about the tournament?
That's pretty much it, man. I think it was smooth. Coach Gordon and Clay Mack always show us mad love when we go out there. It's our second year going, so I feel like it was the same thing. Good little bit.
All right. So for what people might not know or understand is y'all won the regional, so that now puts y'all in line to win the national championship. And this isn't only your first invitation. This is Elite House's second invitation, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, sir.
So y'all definitely have a foot in there. When is that tournament supposed to take place?
Which one? The second one?
Yeah.
It was
June 11th through 13th, I believe.
June 11th. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's 11th through the 13th.
Okay. One more for the coaches. And Coach Gomez, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and jump in here because I'm gonna get to the players in a second. 8-1, and I know everybody's gonna be saying, "Okay, what happened that one game, and did that one game help y'all at all with that loss to Sooner 7?"
What they call you? I got.
Yeah. I would honestly say, I think the fatigue kicked in on them really, and that's more on our part. Got to get them a little more in shape. But at the same time, I think we did need that L to humble us a little bit more, because they know, we lose one game, we lose 2 games Saturday. It ain't nice at the hotel, at the Airbnb, wherever we at. So I think that helped us out. And then Sunday we come with a little different more energy, because you lose one, you go home, and they know we can't go home after the first one. So I think that L kind of did help us in some way. But it's always good. Take it to the chin, see what we can learn.
Yeah, sure. Same thing though. I feel like, a lot of people don't know we only traveled 16 down there. So, you know what I'm saying? Guys got to tough it out. So I think that fatigue definitely kicked in that game. People playing all day, you know what I'm saying? And only traveling 16, we don't got no subs. So, but it is what it is. Like I said, we took that on the chin, came out with a different swagger, play real gritty football the next day.
Do you have any questions, Coach?
Yeah, how comfortable do you feel when you have a defense the way you all were out there, man, on offense, knowing that you can count on that defense? You know what I mean? As an offensive play caller.
Oh man, hey, it's big. I always tell them, like, the receivers, they'll tell you, we get in the huddle, man. He had a couple close games. I get to the huddle, I just walk over there. I tell Sid, man, you give me this stop, bro. We about to win this game. I ain't worried about nothing else. Like, I know y'all finna get this stop. We about to win this game. And it happened a couple times this past weekend, actually. I know for sure in that all-in game, I don't know, BDammone, if you watched that one, we won on the Hail Mary for the last play.
Yeah.
man, like it wasn't no panic in me. Like I said, I knew the defense was gonna get that stop. We was gonna be able to do what we could do.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've noticed about Elite House this year, that I can say that they're one of the best defense for sure in the city, or if the best defense in the city. Y'all got a great coaching staff, hands down. I've mentioned that behind the scenes. I've told that to Brandon. I was like, man, they have a great group of coaches over there, and hats off to them coaches, because they basically work with anybody. And, you know, that's kudos to y'all. I've been around y'all's workouts and practices. I mean, y'all get involved with the kids, and I think that rubs off and in a visual aspect of it as coaches, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of coaches that, yeah, you can talk and explain, but when you're actually physically doing it, that's a game changer, man. And that's kudos to y'all once again, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, so for the dudes out there putting in that extra, putting in that sweat, we got some players out here. How did y'all feel about the tournament? Let's start off with you, Joseph. Then we'll go to Isaac, Eddie, and Alan in that order. So, how did you feel about the competition? And was there any point in which you felt confident, like, okay, we can do this?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like on Saturday, I definitely felt like after the first couple of games, I was like, yeah, we got this. Like we was watching the other teams, and I was like, yeah, it's good competition, but I think we can take this one home. And it was a good tournament. It was ran smooth. It was good competition all around.
Isaac, you?
Oh yeah, I got to play the first game. The first day on Saturday, and I got injured. But I mean, the second day, I knew they were hungry, wanted that championship. To the sideline, I saw it. Brothers, they wanted that. They wanted the ship. They wanted it bad. They got it.
All right, Eddie.
Yes, sir. It was a great tournament. Set up good. A lot of good competition out there. Played a lot of good players. But I knew we would take it home. We just play smart, play the team, communicate on defense. Our offense came through like always.
Lastly, Alan.
We felt good the whole tournament, especially back after the first day when we went back to the hotel. We felt really good because we're playing as a family, and we were all just doing our one job. We weren't trying to do too much. Everybody just did their job because they knew that the brother next to them was going to do theirs as well.
And Javon, man, how was it to actually be there? And you know, you weren't able to participate, but you know, you definitely kept everybody loose on the sidelines. And you know, I saw you interacting with the players. How did you take that role? What did you learn about your team?
Yeah, of course, it sucks not being able to play, but like being as like a coach slash like being on the sideline, you got to support your brothers and make sure everything is good. If they mess up on a play, you got to correct them, make sure everything is good, and keep on going.
Already. Now, one of the things I know everybody talked about it. I heard y'all talking about it. Every team that played against these 5 stars, how did y'all relish beating 3 squads that have 5 stars on them?
Definitely. I mean, we knew they were good competition, and we saw them playing. And I don't know, we don't take stars. We don't think stars mean nothing to us. I mean, we get it out the mud. We've been doing it since day one, and we just knew we can come out and beat these dudes and just not get too cocky and just keep our head in the game and stay humble.
Right. Isaac?
Yeah, I mean, stars don't really mean anything. You know what I mean? We're all dogs. I mean, it just depends how everybody plays that day. I mean, like pretty much stars don't mean anything.
You, Eddie?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we knew they had a lot of stars on the team, but that don't mean nothing to us. We put in work, communicate, and just play our game, and it happens.
Alan?
Like everybody else is saying, the stars don't really mean nothing when your team is full of dogs. We just wanted to take them down and show them that we really deserve those stars.
Coach Gomez, you got another question?
No, man. I mean, I'm excited for y'all as an organization. Just seeing it, the way y'all built it from the ground up. I can remember back at that first tournament, that Sporty Eye, when y'all showed up with nothing but gray shirts and y'all were ready to, make some noise in San Antonio, which y'all did. And then as the years have progressed, I mean, this is what y'all have accomplished so far. And hats off to y'all, man. Y'all continue doing what y'all are doing. Y'all go down to Florida and y'all represent and go make a statement, bro. Y'all deserve it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. So I know Diego isn't here, and you work really close with him, Trey. How does it feel to have a quarterback who can run your offense exactly how you see it and stay calm in different situations? And how's your relationship with him?
Me and Diego real cool, man. We talk all the time, texting. He actually had a conversation last night, just talking about life. Like, we don't even really just do football too much when we outside of it. But, I got the ultimate confidence in him. A lot of people won't look at it that way. Like I said, he ain't in the best situation over there at the school that he was at, but he still put his head down and get to work and put in the work just like if he was a starter. Like I said, if anything were to happen last year to Lucas, I feel 100% they would have still had the same season that they had. Like, I don't feel like it would have been much of a drop off. Like I said, as far as him running the offense, man, I honestly don't think there would be anybody in San Antonio right now that we would have recruited that would have been able to run it how I wanted to run it that way. And I think that comes with just, 2 years in the program now. And, just he just does little stuff like, and sometimes he even, he'll even, hey, coach, let me make the suggestion to you. Let's try to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we work together, and I'm not opposed to, adding anything, especially when it's something that's going to benefit the overall play as a whole. So.
Exactly. And then the same question to y'all coaches. Was there any point that y'all were like, okay, we got this and we're ready to take this tournament?
I told Carl first day, I think we ran into I want to say it was an HCA team, and they were putting up points on everybody like throughout the tournaments of the year. I have been watching them already, and I think we beat them by like 16. I think we hung 30 on them, and they only scored 14. And after that,
that was 30-14.
Yeah, I seen that one. I said, yo, if we just stop them, all I got to put up is 17 points. Hey, ain't no worries, yo. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the best offense we're gonna face throughout the whole tournament. And for us to hold them to 14, it's like, man, if I can't get 17 points on the board, I don't deserve to call plays.
Right. Carl? Oh, same thing?
I was listening to Mike. But nah, honestly, to be honest, once we got past that any elite team and the way we came through it, I knew at the end of the day we had the momentum of the day, and that energy is real contagious. And even we played KB3 Elite in that last game. They was flat. They got a lot of bodies. They had a lot of athletes, but the energy was too up where we was at, and they couldn't be stopped at that moment. And honestly, the way we train them. We train at high intensity in practice. Everything is fast paced. We don't move around slow. We train it like we is 5 stars, even though we're not. So, I don't think it was too much different. They go against some of the elite coaches and NFL players that come out. So honestly, I think we've been prepared. It was just a matter of when it was gonna happen. We lost the first championship the first time in Bullet, to Bullet this year, and we all been sitting back with a sour taste in our mouth. So I knew once we got back to that moment, and it was gonna stop us this moment. So now, we got this little boost of confidence. It's time to carry it over to nationals and try to win this thing. Because now we've seen 5 stars. I didn't even know dudes was committed to Florida State and things like that. But now they can see that they can ball with anybody in the nation at this moment. And none of that matters no more. We coming to stop it, and we coming to get what we want. Our kids want offers. Our kids want to go somewhere. So, we got the opportunity to compete with them. Let's show what we can really do. So honestly, I think we've been ready for this moment. It was just a matter when we got there. Small or not, We got the speed, we disciplined, we trained for it, we was ready. So I didn't really have too much of a doubt. I know our coaches prepared for it. We really putting in hours behind the scenes. So I know like we going in well prepared. We in games in crunch times, we in panic. You know, our kids ready for this moment. 10 seconds left. You know, and then nobody fold, nobody panic. The game, the game could have been easily over, but it's a difference. You know, when you ready for this. So honestly, I think they've been ready. It's just now, now you got these people coaching you. You got the people putting you in the right position. The people around you keeping your head straight. And now these kids know they some champions. You know what I mean? Some of them haven't got the win at their school, but now you get around it. They're gonna go back to their schools. They're gonna start spreading the same energy.
Exactly.
We're gonna start getting we're gonna start getting some more championships out here in the schools. Even when they go to college, it's gonna spread. No matter if they want to go to the NFL, they want to start their own business, they gonna know they really champions now just off that moment. But we've been building it. We've been building it, and hopefully we get some more in the future.
Exactly. So y'all continue, coaches and players, y'all continue a trend for San Antonio winning one of these major regional tournaments and being eligible to win a national title. Last year with the Dream Team, now it's y'all with Elite House, and thankfully, we're able to see y'all go and try to get that national title and bring that back to San Antonio as well. So I definitely feel like the scene's growing and it's in a positive direction, and y'all are just a reflection of that. Y'all are that next level and that next step for the city to get the respect that it deserves. And I couldn't be more proud than to see that happening, and for it to be y'all guys. Y'all put in the work, and I know that's not going to be anything that's ever going to be lacking. So much success to y'all. We have a couple of more minutes here, and I wanted to say, Coach, was there anything that you wanted to say, Coach Gomez?
I believe they covered it all, man. I mean, just doing things they've been doing throughout, like he said, setting the standards, basically. They've done a lot of community service throughout the city especially during that, that snowstorm, stuff like that. That doesn't go unnoticed. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Not just through on Twitter. Yeah, you see it on Twitter and stuff, but there's other people that talk about it as well. So keep continuing doing good things and showing these guys the right path. And hey, man, it'll all ripe at the end, bro.
Hey, and I know it's with this new Zoom thing, I'm gonna get this thing down so I can have y'all back on. We got about 2 minutes left now. Was there anything that y'all coaches want to say? Actually, I want to ask what's next for Elite House, and we'll close off on that. And thank y'all again for y'all's time.
I mean, well, right now we're gonna have a little drop off for the next month. We're gonna just continue to get better, get back on the training tip. Try to hit a couple combines, get these boys out there, get them a little more exposure. I know we got some stuff planned to team bond and stuff, just get them outside of football for a little bit, get their minds right. And then by the end of April, the beginning of May, everything gonna pick right back up. And we just keep rolling. But the main thing right now is just to get these boys recruited, get their names out there, and try to find these boys homes.
Coach Trey?
Same thing, man. Pretty much hit on everything. Hit on everything right there. Just got to keep grinding, keep getting better.
Okay. Hey, guys, want to thank y'all again for your time. I will get this out to you. Y'all be safe, have fun, enjoy your championship, and thank y'all for representing and holding down the 2-0 when y'all went out there and did that. 8-1. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Congratulations.
Y'all see it.
Yes, sir.
Congrats,
thank y'all.
Y'all be safe and be blessed, and thank y'all again for your time. I will definitely be in touch and be at y'all's next tournament.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
And yeah, and get out and get out to these combines. I'll be at the Rivals Combine, and I hope to see a bunch of y'all out there, man. All right, y'all take care.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you for having us.
No hey, problem. What it do? It's your boy BDammone. Hey, that was our interview with Elite House champions, one of the best teams in the country, coming right out of San Antonio, Texas, the 2-1-0. They are holding it down. So I know there were a few players on that interview, so I want to just run down the entire roster. Everybody did their part, and so I want to make sure everybody gets their name said. Keyshawn Thompson, Brandon Armelin, Lavon Williams, Eddie Arroyos, A.J. Warnke, Jeremiah Dunn, Avron Carter, Diego Narezo, Marquise Anthony, Joseph Cholico, Alan Carescio, Ethan Rayfield, Chance Edwards, Isaac Jackson, Jason Bratcher, Alan Pruneda, Javon Bajarano, and Chris Wilson. Congratulations on being champions and representing that 2-1-0 out at Endzone 7-on-7, put on by NFA. And actually, they've got 2 national tournament invites. 2. So they are going to be playing for a natty somewhere here in the future. I think they said in June, the first week of June and the third week of June, possibly for the national championship. So they could bring home 2 national championships. Hey, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. So once again, shout out to Elite House. Elite House, and thank you, coaches, for your time, Carl and Trey, and their coaching staff and their whole support system and family that they got going on over there. They are constantly grinding. So like they said, they're going to take a little bit of a rest, but they're going to be training and getting their players out there to these combines. So you love to see that. Elite House, one of the best teams in the country. Once again, their record is 25-1. 20 wins, 5 losses, 1 tie. So it goes down here in San Antonio, Texas. Once again, make sure you like, subscribe, share, interact, comment on these episodes on YouTube. Once again, follow me on Twitter at BDammone. Follow me on Facebook at Along the Wire Cast. Follow me on Instagram at Along the Wire. And make sure you interact and let me know what you like, don't like, want to see on the show. If you have any questions or topics that you want me to talk about, hey, I'm all game. I'm all ears, and I'm open for it. It's a big spring coming up. I'm gonna try to hit up some high schools and hit up some practices. Like y'all heard me earlier in the show, I'm gonna have a busy schedule, but hey, that's only 2 days out of a 7-day week, so I'm gonna try to get it in wherever I can. And let me know what's going down in the town. If I don't know about it, I'm going to try to be there if you let me know about it. And it goes down. Once again, thank you for watching episode 121 of Along the Wire. Shout out to Level Up Productions. Good to be back in the house. And, yeah, it goes down. San Antonio, Texas. 2-1-0. Hook 'em. Birds up. We out.